Yeah, I thought it was a good overall win. I was very pleased offensively with how we handled the basketball and our assist numbers. We really put a huge emphasis on guys taking better shots, guys taking shots to their strengths, and everybody playing to offensively to each guy's individual strength. We did that today. I thought today was a small step in the right direction from that standpoint. So I was pleased with that. I thought we gave up too many offensive rebounds, and Wright got going and had a really good game against us. Defensively, thought we could have played a little bit better. Gave up too many easy baskets, but overall, I thought it was a step in the right direction, heading to where we would like to get to.
What was practice like these past few days? Going into this game after this?
It was good. It was 4 days off, but 2 good practices. And I think the guys were a little, embarrassed of how they played, of how they represented, UAB. And I think they came back from Christmas with a good mindset too. We're going to get after it. There was no hang in their head, but there's a lot of these guys are older, so they know. And I think they were not happy with how they performed. So the practices were good. They needed this, kind of defining this is going to be your role. This is offensively, we've been too jumbled. I don't know if that's the right word, a little too chaotic. And this was a good, I think they're ready for the role, defining offensively of, hey, this is a good shot. This is what you're going to do. Focus on this and everybody going forward. So.
No matter who you're playing against, when you see shots go in, like you made, I think, 5 of your first 6 threes,
Yep.
and that type of thing, how much does that help the confidence of a team moving forward when you see things, no matter who you're playing? I mean,
I think it's huge, and the unique thing is it's been huge for us. I think one of the things coming into this year, I really wanted to try to, when we don't make shots, we still are defensively as good as, we're strong and tough, which we haven't really been, and that's kind of a trend of who these guys have been in the past. When we've made shots, our defense is better, the energy's better, and we're going to have to continue to make some shots like I think we did tonight, just to see the ball go in, because I think the guys kind of naturally, I think it's all young people in college basketball, but they feed off that.
You guys are 7-6 going into conference play. Considering Nick's injury, the schedule you've had, how do you feel about where you guys are?
I feel okay. I think we've lost to some really good teams, so I'm not totally down about that. I thought the way we've lost a couple of those early games was kind of what I was disappointed in. And given our situation, with Nick, I think we are in a good spot to now progress in how we want to. And I told the guys, so our league is really good, but we face some of the best in the country, talent-wise, size-wise, athleticism-wise, and now we need to take that experience and use it going forward. So I do think that this is I told the guys it's a 10-week season coming up here. It's 18 games. 3 of our probably top 5 toughest games, in my opinion, will be in the first 6 days. So I think the schedule will have prepared us for that, at least that run. But we'll go up against the best here, I think, on the road, really, early in league.
Chris tonight didn't do much in the first half, but then
I
he took over in the second half. When you see him, when he starts on that time, when he starts playing like that, how much better are you guys as a team?
Yeah, it's way different. I've been showing Chris clips shoot this week of his freshman year to last year to even this year, just of when he plays good. When he plays with energy and makes some of the plays he makes and dunks the basketball and gets, again, it goes back to how we feed off of it. We need him in the game more, but we need him to be as productive when he's in there. Subbing, I'm looking at a lot of things in terms of him, of maybe subbing him early or later, but trying to keep him out of foul trouble, I think, is a huge key. Maybe having him guard different people. He has to get in a rhythm. It's amazing that he had only played 13 minutes tonight and had 21 points.
You talked about the way you're sharing the basketball. Dion tonight, 10 assists, right?
11, yeah.
11 assists and 1 turnover. Kind of. Obviously, that you're not going to get 11 assists every night from him necessarily, but is that sort of a
Yeah, and
What he
he's
can do?
yeah. I think it's more. You look at some of the best games he's had. I want to say Troy, George Washington, 2 good wins. We've had Stephen F. Austin. He's had he had a couple 9 assists, 7 assists, and I think part of with him is offensively. He'd like to shoot the ball better. I think he's a better shooter and scorer than he's showing right now, but he's thrust into a new role. He's still adapting. And I've told him I want him to solely focus on distributing, getting into the paint and distributing, and let the offensive part come natural. Let the scoring come naturally to you. And this happened a few years ago when we were here of kind of limiting guys in some sense of just focus on this, and then hopefully as we can get some wins and get some confidence, he can start to expand. But he's definitely capable of it. I mean, this is not just like a one-time thing. We need more of it, and especially not turning the ball over.
Have you been pleased? I mean, I'm assuming you have been, but talk about Javian's development through the course of the non-conference.
I think he's a huge wild card for us going forward to our success. We need scoring from a guard spot. I feel like that's been one of our consistent weaknesses. And he's shown some flashes tonight, the first game of the year, Stephen F. Austin, where he can score double figures. And as a freshman, in the minutes he's going to play, we're going to need him to do that, I think. And I'd like to get him a little more consistent. I think he was still trying to find himself. He's a better shooter than his statistics stand, but I've told him, it's similar to Dion, until he gets it naturally, do what you do, which is attack the basket. I thought he was great today. He's up there in our team on the free throw attempts. He needs to continue to do that, and he's going to be a huge key to us this conference season.
You guys get a double-double night from Ha, and that's your first of the year.
Is it?
Yeah, and that's what,
Yeah.
Is that a little surprising, or is that just more of a deep roster where they're not playing as many minutes and they're not?
I think it's both. We've tried to. We're gonna have to shorten, not shorten the bench, but I think give some of those guys, some of our better horses, a little bit more consistent playing time. I think that's more part of it as well. Consistently, I said on the radio, we're gonna have to make their rotation a little bit more consistent here going forward, which I think is gonna help. Which is kind of by design. We were still, after Nick got hurt, still trying to figure out pieces, who can play what position, who's good with who. Now now it's go time in terms of that. So a little bit, I think. Yeah.
Sometimes against a team like Miles, it's kind of hard to gauge.
Yeah, for sure.
You did, but you guys were 15-15 from the line.
Yeah.
That would be encouraging.
Yeah, I thought the 11 to 20 from 3, and to shoot 57% again. A lot of those were easy baskets, but that was the most pleasing thing is guys getting into a rhythm offensively, which we have struggled with this year since Nick has gone down, and that's something we're going to have to continue to get. Hopefully today will give us confidence to continue that rhythm on Sunday. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Next game today.
I think it felt good out there. Everybody seemed to be on the same page. I think we played at a high level for most part of the game. We had some dips at some points, but I think we played pretty well the whole game. Practices were tough. Coming back from, we got back on the 26th. We practiced that night. We've been practicing pretty hard these last couple of days, and so I think we made some steps in the right direction.
Was it, when you come off a tough game like you had there, do you look forward to getting back on the court, and that, and kind of, you don't erase that necessarily, but, get back on the court?
Yeah, we're kind of looking at it as like it's kind of a new season for us. We're going into conference play. We're 0-0 right now, so this was our chance to get our feet back under us and figure out what we need to do going forward from this point on. Because what happened in the non-conference is behind us. We can't get it back. So I think we just need to focus on this point forward, and if we do that, I think we have a pretty good chance.
Yeah, tonight you guys had a lot of assists. I think you had 10, and I think you ended up with 10, or at least 10. Was that a matter of really sharing the ball well tonight, or was it a matter of just hitting shots?
It was both. I think we've struggled hitting shots in the non-conference before we went on break. I think we struggled making shots, and we had some guys step up and hit some big ones tonight. So I think it was a combination of both, us finding guys and guys hitting shots.
You played a different level of competition, obviously.
Yeah.
But what were things that you felt like you guys improved on that you could take into the next game?
Yeah, I feel like we were really unselfish, and I think everybody, played within themselves. I don't think anybody really tried to do too much this game. I think we all moved the ball and trusted each other, and I think that was what helped us win.
You had a lot of threes in the first half, and then the second half, you played a lot inside. I think you scored almost all of his points in the second half.
Yeah.
Was there an emphasis at halftime to work the ball in, or is it just kind of what they gave you?
No, not really. I mean, in the pregame stuff, we talked about, getting the ball inside to Chris. Obviously, we had a size advantage, so I think we just did a better job of it in the second half.
It was great to get back out there. Last game, we didn't show up to play. This game, I think we came out and was ready to go. Good feeling.
And in-town school, did you know any of these guys? You played against any of these guys before?
No.
Summer games or something?
No. Not that I know of. I don't think so.
You guys had, obviously a lot of guys had points tonight. I think probably everybody played, scored, and you had several double-figure guys. Going forward, is that what it's going to take to be successful, having spread the points out going forward? I
love it to happen. Everybody scoring double digits every game. But we got a roll, and we just did our roll to the best of our ability tonight, and knocked down open shots, and we moved the ball and shared it on the offensive end.
You had, you had a double-double tonight. First one of the season for a team, for your whole team. I mean, is that a little surprising to be this deep in the season and not have a double-double until tonight?
Yeah, that's very surprising. Because last year we had guys getting double-doubles like back-to-back, I think. And that's something we just got to work on is just going on the offensive glass and rebounding, getting more rebounds and knocking down open shots.
How do you think tonight helped you as far as individually and as a team?
Individually, I think it helped my confidence a lot on my shot. As a team, I think that we learned that we share the ball, good things will happen. So moving forward, we share the ball more and just move it, get everybody in rhythm, and maybe we can continue to knock down open shots.
You don't have the overall record that you had going into conference last year, but with the competition that you played, how much do you think that helps you prepare you for what's starting Sunday?
We know that starting conference play that we're gonna have to bring it every game. Even just put the record aside, just know that we still UAB. Nothing changed. We still got to come out and play with an edge, just like always in conference. And playing the higher level competition, I think that we learned that we just can't ease our way into a game. We just got to go through one most hard and be ready to play.